When you work with certain kind of data and formulas in Excel, sometimes you don't care about the decimal portion of it. You simply want to throw it away. There are two functions, and many times they are very similar. In fact, they're almost identical with one major exception. One of them is called trunc, TRUNC. You can think of the word truncate. The other one is called INT. Think of the word integer. Now we got some calculations here. We are increasing these numbers by 1.2% here in column C. Those decimal places. So we use the function here called trunc, simple function. We don't want to use the decimal places. We use trunc, and trunc will simply throw away the decimal portion. Remember, we are not rounding. Don't mix rounding with trunc. It's simply dropping the decimal. It's not rounding up or rounding down. It's just throwing them away. And integer over here does the same thing. It simply throw away these numbers. Same idea, same result. So either one is going to work using this formula anyway. And I just want to point out a difference how they would look, but the difference is only when you're dealing with the negative numbers here. The idea of trunc function is to always drop the decimal portion. So this is a negative number. If we use trunc, it will just throw away the decimal like earlier. But if it's an integer, that might be surprising to you how we think of an integer. We're not just saving the integer portion here, but we are going farther away from zero. In other words, we are moving away from zero. It returns a lower value here. And that's consistent with the description. Equal int. Round a number down to the nearest integer. Integer always give us a lower value. Always. Now, minus 15 or minus 16, which one is lower? Of course, minus 16 is a lower value. Minus 46, and it will always give you number away from zero. If you look at the number line, and you might have forgotten about it, if you see the number line, here we have 0, then we have minus 1, then we have minus 2, then we have so on minus 10, and then we have minus 40, and then we have minus 46, and then we have minus 47. So this number is far from 0. So minus 40 is this. So we are going away from the 0 with the integer function in the negative numbers. For positive number, it won't make any difference. So the same thing over here, but when negative numbers involved, I think stop and think about it. You can use either one of it, trunc or integer, when you're dealing with the positive numbers. But when you're dealing with the negative numbers, you may need to think about it, stop and think whether you need number, whether you not need to remove the decimal or need a number away from the 0. Makes no difference, but with negative, yes, they are different. Two other functions, not so widely used, but available. Sometimes you want to take a result and simply convert it to a nearest odd number. Now, this is not a nearest calculation, but it will always give you a number away from 0. So we have a number here. We are using odd function. It gives a number away from 0. And we can see that happening. 19.30. So it will give you number away from 0. Of course, it can give you 19, which means it will bring a number closer to 0. So 21 is an odd number, will give a number away from 0. Now, it doesn't matter whether it's a negative number or a positive number, but it will always give you a number away from 0. You see, same thing happening. -6, -7, -9. If it's already an odd number, it will remain the same. And same goes with the even number here. We will always get a number away from the 0. If it's an even number, you do this. What if it is 22.10? 22.10? Then it will give you number away from 0, 24. Moves to 24. It's almost 22, but we move out away from 0 to the next even number. You see it's happening here. So specialized uses to be sure for even and odd, but more commonly perhaps one of these trunc or integer function, as we saw in these samples here. Four more functions related to rounding in Excel depend upon which one you want to use. Now you might say, okay, I'm going to use these integer and trunc function or odd and even function. Well, you will be using these functions along with the other functions most probably. Independently, these functions are rarely used. You rarely get an opportunity to use these functions, but you will be using these functions along with other functions. And we would be seeing some of these examples here.